In a world where casual dating, mixed signals, and emotional unavailability have become all too common, it can be difficult to tell if a man is genuinely serious about you or if he's just playing around. Words can be sweet, messages can be consistent, and attention can feel intoxicating. But none of it means much unless it's backed by real intention. If you've ever found yourself wondering whether he's truly invested in you, you're not alone. The truth is, when a man is serious about a woman, he doesn't keep her guessing. He shows it not through dramatic gestures or over-the-top promises, but through quiet, consistent actions that speak louder than any words ever could. He doesn't confuse you, he brings you clarity. He doesn't come and go, he stays, even when things aren't easy. And most importantly, he doesn't treat the relationship like a game. He treats it like a foundation he wants to build on. A man who is truly serious about you will make you feel emotionally safe. He'll talk about the future with you, include you in his life, and respect your boundaries. He'll communicate openly, support your goals, and show up in ways that are steady and sincere. You won't have to beg for his time, wonder about his feelings, or question your place in his life, because his actions will make it clear. His commitment won't be loud, but it will be real. In this video, we're going to uncover 15 powerful signs that a man is genuinely serious about you, not just passing time, not just enjoying the moment, but truly thinking about a future with you. These signs aren't based on fantasy or guesswork. They come from emotional maturity, consistency, and real relationship intention. If you recognize these behaviors in the man you're seeing, chances are he's not playing, he's planning. And if you don't, well, that may give you the clarity you've been needing. So if you're ready to stop second-guessing and finally understand where you stand, keep watching. These 15 signs will help you see the truth, not just in his words, but in his heart. 1. He introduces you to his close friends and family. When a man is serious about you, one of the clearest signs is when he introduces you to the people who matter most in his life, his close friends and family. This step is more meaningful than it might seem on the surface. It shows that he's not just enjoying the moment with you, but he's beginning to see you as part of his world in a deeper, long-term way. Bringing someone into that circle takes trust, intention, and a desire for integration, not isolation. When he invites you to meet the people who have known him the longest, he's showing you that he's proud of the relationship and not trying to keep it hidden. It's his way of saying, "You're important to me, and I want the people I care about to know you." It also reflects a level of confidence in the bond you're building. He's not afraid of how you'll fit in because he believes you belong there. This move isn't casual. Men who are just playing around often keep their romantic lives separate from their inner circles. But a man who's serious will want those two worlds to connect. He's not just introducing you as someone he's dating. He's letting others see you as someone who could be significant in his life. That act alone sends a message louder than any romantic words. Even if he doesn't say much, his actions speak for him. He's inviting you into his story, his history, and his day-to-day reality. And when someone starts to blend their personal and emotional worlds with yours, it's because they're envisioning something more. That kind of inclusion isn't just a gesture. It's a sign that he's genuinely invested in where this relationship is going. 2. He makes time for you no matter how busy he is. When a man is genuinely serious about you, his effort to make time for you, no matter how busy his schedule is, becomes a clear reflection of his priorities. Life can be overwhelming with work, responsibilities, and obligations. But when someone truly values you, they find a way to include you in their life, not just when it's convenient, but even when it's challenging. Time is one of the most precious things a person can give, and choosing to spend it with you is never accidental. You begin to notice that even on his busiest days, he checks in calls for a few minutes, or arranges to see you, even if only briefly. He doesn't let distance or a packed calendar become an excuse. Instead, he actively looks for ways to stay connected because your presence brings him comfort and balance. He doesn't make you feel like you're competing with his life. He makes you feel like you're a meaningful part of it. This kind of consistency shows commitment. It means he's not just caught up in the moment, but is intentionally choosing to be there for you. It's not always about grand plans or elaborate dates. Sometimes it's about simply showing up, listening, or being available when you need him. That steady presence builds trust and emotional safety. When someone is only half invested, their time is inconsistent. But when a man is serious, he treats the relationship as something valuable that deserves attention, no matter how busy things get. His time becomes a reflection of how much he cares. Because for someone who truly sees a future with you, making time isn't a burden. It's the most natural thing he can do. 3. He talks about the future with you in it. When a man is serious about you, he naturally begins to include you in his vision of the future. His conversations start to shift from short-term plans to long-term thoughts. And you're not just a listener, you're part of the story. This might come up in subtle ways, like mentioning where he wants to travel and saying, "We should go there." Or imagining what life might look like a year from now and referring to us instead of just me. These aren't random words. They're signs of emotional investment and growing commitment. Including you in his future means he's thinking beyond the present. He doesn't just see you as someone he enjoys spending time with now. He sees you as someone he wants by his side as life unfolds. It reflects his comfort with the relationship, his trust in you, and his belief that what you have together is worth building on. Whether it's talking about living arrangements, career decisions, or even family, his use of shared language signals that he's imagining a life where you're a permanent part. This kind of forward thinking doesn't come from someone who's playing games or keeping things casual. It comes from someone who is emotionally clear and genuinely invested. When he talks about next year, our future, or someday, and you're part of those sentences, it shows he's emotionally planning around you. He's not afraid of commitment. He's already leaning into it. These conversations may start small, but they carry a lot of weight. They show that he values the relationship enough to picture it growing. And when a man begins to speak about what's ahead with you in the frame, it's not just optimism. It's a quiet confession that his heart is moving forward with you. 4. He respects your boundaries and listens to your needs. When a man is truly serious about you, he doesn't just care about how you feel. He actively respects your boundaries and listens to your needs. He understands that emotional connection isn't just about romance and chemistry. It's about creating a safe space where you feel valued, heard, and protected. Respect becomes his language of love, and that means honoring what makes you comfortable and never pushing you beyond what feels right. He pays attention when you express discomfort or hesitation. Instead of taking it personally or getting defensive, he listens with the intention to understand, not just to reply. Whether it's something physical, emotional, or related to time and communication, he adjusts his actions to reflect your comfort level. That willingness to listen and adapt is a powerful sign that he's not just focused on what he wants, but deeply invested in building a relationship that works for both of you. This kind of respect isn't just about the big moments. It shows up in small, consistent ways. He gives you space when you need it, asks before assuming, and checks in on how you're feeling instead of making assumptions. He doesn't pressure you into doing things you're not ready for, and he doesn't treat your boundaries as inconveniences. Instead, he sees them as part of who you are, and loving you means honoring all of you, including your limits. When a man consistently listens to your needs and shows you that your comfort matters, it means his feelings go beyond surface-level attraction. He's not there to control or convince you, he's there to build trust step by step. And in a world where many rush or ignore emotional signals, his respect is proof that he's taking the relationship seriously, and most importantly, taking you seriously. 5. He's consistent with his words and actions. When a man is serious about you, one of the clearest signs is the consistency between his words and his actions. He doesn't just make promises, he follows through. He doesn't just say he cares, he shows it. His behavior doesn't fluctuate based on mood, convenience, or circumstances. Instead, he shows up in a steady, dependable way that makes you feel secure in the relationship. Consistency means that his interest isn't just a phase or a temporary high. He doesn't disappear after intense conversations or show affection only when it suits him. His efforts remain strong over time, even in ordinary moments. When he says he'll call, he does. When he tells you he values you, his actions reflect that truth. This level of emotional reliability builds trust because you know where you stand with him, not just some days, but every day. A serious man understands that love is not just about words, it's about effort, presence, and reliability. You don't have to guess how he feels because he communicates it through repeated, thoughtful behavior. There are no mixed signals, no confusion, no hot and cold games. Instead, there's clarity and calmness in how he treats you. His intentions aren't hidden, they're visible in how he shows up. This kind of consistency creates emotional safety. It allows you to relax into the relationship, knowing that his feelings aren't fleeting. You don't need to chase him for attention or reassurance, because his steadiness provides both. When a man is aligned in what he says and what he does, it's not just a reflection of maturity, it's a reflection of true emotional investment. And that quiet, dependable rhythm is one of the strongest signs that he's in it for real. 6. He's open and honest about his past and intentions. When a man is serious about you, he doesn't hide behind vague words or carefully crafted stories. Instead, he chooses to be open and honest about both his past and his intentions. This kind of transparency takes courage, because it means revealing parts of himself that might not be perfect. But he does it because he wants you to know who he truly is, not just the version that's easy to love. He's not afraid to let you see the scars, the struggles, or the lessons that shaped him. He talks to you about where he's been, past relationships, failures, and important turning points, not to gain sympathy, but to build trust. He understands that honesty is the foundation of anything real. By sharing these personal pieces, he invites you into his inner world, not just the surface. It shows he's not playing games or trying to keep his options open. He's being real, vulnerable, and sincere. More importantly, he makes his intentions clear. You're not left wondering what he wants from the relationship or where things are going. He doesn't hide behind vague answers or keep you guessing. Instead, he's upfront about how he feels and what he's looking for. That kind of clarity is rare and valuable, especially in a world full of mixed signals. When a man is honest about both his past and what he hopes for in the future, it's a strong sign that he respects you and that he sees you as someone worthy of the truth. It means he's not trying to impress you with perfection, but connect with you through authenticity. And that kind of openness is only shown when someone's heart is truly in it for something real and lasting. 7. He supports your goals and dreams. When a man is truly serious about you, he doesn't just admire who you are, he believes in who you're becoming. He listens when you talk about your goals, your dreams, and the things that light you up inside. And more than just listening, he actively supports them. Your ambitions matter to him because you matter to him. He wants to see you grow, succeed, and thrive in the things that make you feel alive. Support shows up in many forms. It might be words of encouragement when you're doubting yourself, celebrating your wins even if they're small, or simply reminding you that you're capable when you feel overwhelmed. He doesn't feel threatened by your success or independence. He's proud of it. He doesn't try to shrink your dreams to fit into his world. Instead, he expands his world to include them. This kind of support shows that he sees the relationship as a partnership. It's not just about love or attraction. It's about standing beside each other and pushing each other forward. He wants to grow with you, not hold you back. Your goals become important to him not out of obligation, but because he genuinely wants to see you happy and fulfilled. When a man cheers for you, invests in your journey, and encourages your progress, it's a reflection of deep emotional commitment. It shows he values you not just as a partner in love, but as an individual with purpose and potential. That kind of support doesn't come from someone who's just passing time. It comes from someone who's in it for something real, lasting, and meaningful. 8. He checks in on your emotional well-being. When a man is truly serious about you, he doesn't just focus on the surface-level aspects of the relationship. He goes deeper, tuning into your emotional well-being. He pays attention to how you're really feeling, not just what you say on the outside. If something seems off, even slightly, he notices. He asks questions like, "Are you okay?" Or, "What's been on your mind lately?" Not out of habit, but out of genuine concern. Your inner world matters to him. This kind of care shows he's emotionally present and connected. He doesn't wait for you to break down or speak up. He actively checks in before it reaches that point. It's not about solving your problems or offering quick fixes. It's about showing you that you don't have to carry your emotions alone. When you're happy, he wants to share in that joy. When you're overwhelmed or low, he wants to be a source of comfort and calm. These small moments of emotional checking in are quiet but powerful. They build trust and safety. You begin to feel like you're with someone who sees you completely, not just in the good times, but in the vulnerable ones too. That emotional attentiveness sets him apart from someone who's only half invested. It's a clear signal that he values your mental and emotional health, not just the romantic side of the relationship. A man who consistently cares about how you're doing on the inside is showing you that he's not just here for the highlight reel. He's here for the full journey. His concern is sincere, his attention is steady, and his presence is comforting. And that kind of emotional care only comes from someone who's serious about staying by your side. 9. He prioritizes resolving conflicts instead of avoiding them. When a man is serious about you, he doesn't run from conflict. He leans in and chooses to face it with maturity and care. Instead of avoiding tough conversations or pretending everything is fine, he prioritizes resolving issues because he values the relationship more than his ego. He understands that disagreements are a natural part of any meaningful connection, and working through them is how trust and closeness are built. He doesn't resort to silent treatment, walk away when things get difficult, or sweep issues under the rug. Instead, he listens, communicates, and tries to understand your perspective even when emotions are high. His goal isn't to win an argument, but to protect the bond between you. He's willing to apologize when he's wrong, and willing to find a solution when things feel stuck. This approach shows emotional maturity and a genuine desire to make things better, not just for himself, but for both of you. Conflict becomes less about tension and more about growth when someone is serious about you. He sees these moments as opportunities to strengthen the relationship, not threats to walk away from. He knows that unresolved tension creates distance, and distance is the last thing he wants. His commitment is shown in his patience, his willingness to listen, and his efforts to bring clarity and peace. Avoidance is easy when someone isn't invested. But when a man truly cares, he doesn't take the easy way out. He chooses understanding over silence, solutions over blame. That willingness to face difficult moments with you, and not against you, is a powerful sign that he's committed to building something real, something lasting, and something worth fighting for. 10. He includes you in important decisions. When a man is genuinely serious about you, he naturally begins to include you in the important decisions of his life. It's not just about asking for your opinion. It's about genuinely valuing your thoughts and wanting you to feel involved in the things that matter to him. Whether it's related to his career, family, finances, or long-term plans, he doesn't make big moves without considering how they might affect you, or without inviting your perspective into the conversation. This kind of inclusion is a sign of deep respect and emotional partnership. It means he doesn't see the relationship as separate from the rest of his life. He sees you as part of his life, fully and meaningfully. You're not on the sidelines. You're someone whose input carries weight, someone he trusts to help him think clearly and choose wisely. He seeks your guidance not because he's unsure of himself, but because he values the kind of balance and insight you bring. Including you in decisions also shows that he's thinking about the future with you in mind. He's not living only for himself anymore. He's beginning to shape a life that makes space for both of you. From small choices like weekend plans to major ones like where to live or how to handle a family issue, he makes you part of the process. This level of involvement only happens when someone is emotionally committed. It reflects a shift from individual thinking to shared direction. He doesn't just want to be with you. He wants to build something with you. And when a man consistently includes you in his important decisions, it's not just practical, it's personal. It means he trusts you, values you, and most of all, sees you as a permanent part of what comes next. 11. He doesn't hide your relationship from others. When a man is serious about you, he doesn't keep your relationship a secret. He's not hesitant, guarded, or selective about who knows you're together. Instead, he's proud to have you in his life and wants others to see it. Whether it's posting a photo, introducing you to friends, or simply speaking about you openly in conversations, he doesn't act like he's hiding something. He makes your presence in his life known with confidence and clarity. This openness shows emotional security and intention. He's not worried about what others will think, and he's certainly not trying to keep his options open. He's made a choice to be with you, and he wants people around him to recognize that. His actions say, "I'm with her," without needing to spell it out every time. There's a natural ease in the way he includes you, not just in private moments, but in public spaces too. You don't have to wonder where you stand with him when he's open about your relationship. There are no mixed messages, no "let's keep this low-key" excuses, and no signs of hesitation when it comes to making things known. He's not just committed in words. He shows it in how he carries your relationship into the real world. This kind of transparency builds trust. It lets you feel secure knowing that he's not playing games or entertaining other interests behind the scenes. And when a man proudly acknowledges your relationship, it's a strong sign that he values what you share and sees it as something worth honoring, both privately and publicly. That openness, simple as it may seem, is a quiet declaration that you're not just part of his life, you're an important part. 12. He's emotionally available and communicative. When a man is truly serious about you, he becomes emotionally available in a way that's both open and consistent. He doesn't shut down when things get difficult, and he doesn't leave you guessing about how he feels. Instead, he makes the effort to communicate honestly, even when it's uncomfortable. He talks about his emotions, listens to yours, and creates a safe space where both of you can be real without fear of judgment or rejection. Being emotionally available means he doesn't just show affection when things are good. It means he stays connected through vulnerability. He lets you see his fears, his doubts, and his insecurities, because he trusts you enough to share them. He doesn't play games or hide behind silence. When something's wrong, he tells you. When he's proud of you, he says it. When he misses you, he reaches out. His communication isn't about control or ego. It's about connection and clarity. This kind of presence builds a strong foundation for love. You know you can come to him with your thoughts, your feelings, and your worries, and he'll be there to respond with care and attention. You don't feel like you're the only one trying to keep the relationship emotionally alive. Instead, he meets you halfway, sometimes more, because he knows communication is essential for trust and growth. A man who is emotionally present and willing to talk things through is not afraid of intimacy. He welcomes it. He shows that he's not just serious about the relationship, but about you as a whole person. And in a world where many people hold back their hearts, his openness is a powerful sign that he's ready for something real, lasting, and deeply connected. 13. He protects you and stands up for you. When a man is serious about you, his protective nature comes through in quiet but powerful ways. He doesn't just care about your happiness, he cares about your safety, your dignity, and your peace of mind. Whether it's a moment of discomfort in public, a conversation where someone crosses a line, or a situation that makes you feel uneasy, he steps in without hesitation. His instinct is to shield you, not because he sees you as weak, but because he values you and wants you to feel secure in his presence. Protection isn't always loud or aggressive. Sometimes it's simply standing beside you when you feel alone, defending you when others speak unfairly, or creating space for you to feel safe expressing yourself. It shows up in how he watches over you when you're tired, how he listens when you're overwhelmed, and how he takes your side when no one else does. His loyalty doesn't waver based on who's around or what's at stake. If you're being treated unfairly, he won't remain silent. This kind of behavior reveals more than affection. It reflects deep emotional commitment. He's not just invested in the relationship, he's invested in your well-being. He wants to be a source of strength, not just comfort. And he shows you, through action, that he'll stand by you no matter what. When a man consistently protects you, physically, emotionally, and socially, it's a powerful sign that he's serious. It means he sees you as someone worth honoring and defending, not just someone to be with. That unwavering support builds safety, and safety builds trust. And trust, more than anything else, is the foundation of lasting love. 14. He talks about commitment, not just fun. When a man is serious about you, his conversations naturally shift from casual and playful topics to deeper discussions about commitment. He doesn't just talk about fun plans for the weekend or joke around when it comes to the future. He speaks with intention. He wants to know where you stand, what you're looking for, and how the two of you can grow together. The idea of a real relationship isn't something he avoids. It's something he's willing to explore openly with you. This doesn't mean he rushes things or pressures you, but he makes it clear that he's not here just to pass time. He values emotional depth over surface-level attraction. He doesn't shy away from words like serious, long-term, or future. Instead, he uses them to create clarity and to show you that his feelings are rooted in something real. He brings up topics like exclusivity, loyalty, and building together, not just having fun and keeping things light. These conversations are his way of showing you that you're more than just someone he enjoys being around. You're someone he's considering building a life with. And that kind of thinking only comes when a man is emotionally invested. He doesn't rely on vague answers or avoid defining the relationship. He wants you to feel secure in knowing he's here for something meaningful. When a man talks about commitment, he's revealing his readiness to go beyond the moment. He's not focused on temporary pleasure, he's focused on lasting connection. And in a world where many people keep things vague, his willingness to speak clearly about commitment is one of the most honest signs that he's serious about you. 15. He wants to grow with you, not just be around you. When a man is truly serious about you, he doesn't just want to be present in your life. He wants to grow with you. He's not content with simply sharing time or space. He's interested in building something deeper, something that evolves. His focus isn't just on enjoying the relationship as it is, but on nurturing it into something stronger, more meaningful, and lasting. He wants to challenge each other, support each other, and become better together. This desire to grow shows in how he talks to you, how he listens, and how he handles both good times and difficult ones. He sees challenges not as reasons to give up, but as opportunities to understand each other better. He's willing to do the emotional work, to have the uncomfortable conversations, and to reflect on his own growth as much as yours. He doesn't expect perfection, he expects progress, and he wants to take that journey side by side with you. He also encourages your personal development. Whether it's your career, your passions, or your healing, he supports you and takes pride in watching you evolve. He doesn't feel threatened by your ambition or independence. In fact, he sees your strength as something that adds to the relationship, not something that takes away from it. His love isn't about possession, it's about partnership. When a man wants to grow with you, it means he sees the relationship as a living thing, something that deserves time, attention, and care. He's not just showing up for the easy moments, he's showing up for the journey. And that kind of commitment, the kind that chooses growth over comfort, is a quiet but powerful sign that he's serious, intentional, and ready for something real.